What's going on, everybody? Noah from Stage 3 Motorsports here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a quick product overview on these Morimoto hybrid headlights for the 2018 to 2020 F-150. So what we have here is a full drop-in replacement headlight housing for the F-150, and this is Morimoto's hybrid series, so it's a little different from some of their more expensive offerings that have the quad projectors and some extra little features baked in. This one's a bit more simplistic, but it's a lot more budget-friendly, and it's still a really nice upgrade for the F-150. This is designed to work on base halogen headlight trucks, and it is a true LED conversion with the chips and the projectors already built in, so you're not going to have to go buy separate projector bulbs for the high and low beams. It does already have those in place, and they're set to be a 5000K color temperature, which creates a really nice true white. On top of that, you can see that this also adds in a white DRL strip around the outside, which is a little bit more modern and certainly more fitting for a Lariat level truck like this one, and it's going to update the look of any F-150 package that you have. Now, the last thing to mention is that these lights do have a clear polycarbonate front lens with a gunmetal gray housing on the inside, so they're not truly smoked, even though they do kind of look smoked, and the benefit there is that it keeps everything street legal. You're not going to have any issues with the law running these every day, and you still get all the light output that you'll need. Overall, I think the look is really nice, especially on an all-black truck like the one we have here, because those silver headlight housings just stuck out like a sore thumb. These blend a lot more cleanly. It seems a bit more fitting for the way this truck is styled, and certainly with a big black grille on here too, you now get a lot more cohesive design. So this is one of those things that I think a lot of people are going to like just because it freshens up the look. Now, I want to talk real quick about the install on these headlights, and overall, they're pretty simple to put in. Morimoto calls this a plug-and-play install, and it is certainly something that you can do in your driveway with basic hand tools. There's no cutting or welding or anything crazy like that involved, so it can be done. It's a little bit time-consuming, but I think the look is worth it. Now, I will say that it's not technically a true plug-and-play all the way through. There are a few things to keep in mind. And one of the first things is that these headlights are only designed for trucks that came with the base halogen headlights from factory. So if you have a truck that's a little bit more bare bones, this is going to work perfect for you. But if you already have an LED headlight from Ford, these are not going to plug in and function with your truck. So you want to keep that in mind before you go ahead and order a set. Now, another thing to note is that there is a small wiring harness that has to be ran to connect and run the DRLs. They do provide that in the kit, and it's not too hard to get everything in place, and you can also tap it in with a fuse inside of the fuse box under the hood, but it's just another extra step that isn't necessarily directly plug and play. And the last very important thing to add here is that these headlights don't actually include blinker bulbs right out of the box. My recommendation here is to get a 7443 bulb to fit the new sockets, and you're probably going to want to go LED so that it matches up with the light output that the rest of the light creates, because unfortunately you're not going to be able to use the factory little halogen blinker bulbs that came out of your stock headlights. I don't know why it's like that, but it is a little bit of an inconvenience, so you do want to make sure that you have some new bulbs on hand before you start the install. That way you can just pop them in and get everything working without having to go back and redo certain steps. With all that being said, it is still a pretty simple install overall, and we do have some good videos. You can check out the build series on this truck or our how-to video on removing the factory headlights, and that'll walk you through step by step of how to get these trucks apart so you can get the new housings in. That's all the info I've got for you guys in this video. Hopefully this was helpful in making a choice on some new headlights for your truck. And if you're interested in picking up these Morimotos, we're going to have links down in the description that you can click that'll shoot you over to our website. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.